Hello everyone, and it's Gail Moffat here. You can find me on gailmoffat.com. You can find me on Facebook as well. I've got 2 accounts, and the first one is Gail Moffat International Spiritual Psychic Medium and Teacher, and the other one is just Gail Moffat, and then there's I think there's a spiritualist medium and teacher there as well. So, find me and talk to me afterwards. That would be I would be love to hear from you. Now, we've come on late this evening, so we're going to have quite a short show. But whilst I'm working, I want to, just before I take some calls, I want to talk about, now, last week I was talking about how to get into the power and connect to spirit. But I really want to talk about the importance of sitting in the power. Now, I know that if you are meant to be a medium, if that is your calling, and anybody who's going to succeed to this will have that calling, there'll be something in you that needs to do this. Now, I know from my personal experience is I just am compelled to do this work. I have to do this work. I'm meant to do that work. And so I believe that mediums are mediums. This is my life path. This is what I came to the earth plane to do. I was meant to be a medium. So I know that when I look at my work, it comes from here, right in my gut. It's not something like, some people might say, oh, I'd quite like to help people, or I'd quite like to, it'd be quite nice and it's interesting, or something like that. The real mediums, it comes from within you. Within you is that special place where it tells you who you are. And so if you have that feeling like there's a knowing that you can do this, and a knowing that you're really meant to do this, then take, the bull by the horns and get working with this. Now, back to going in the power, I talked about being in the power. And if you're in the power, what happens is by sitting in the power, and this is the bit that's actually going to make you the good medium, not the lots of messages or setting up workshops or teaching or demonstrating. Obviously that's going to improve your skills, but the real improvement is going to be where you sit in that space and connect to the spiritual realm. Now, by doing that, what happens is first of all, you're going to strengthen your own power and strengthen the ability to always stay connected to spirit. The second thing is, I always say, and I've quoted this so many times, that when you're working for spirit, you're healing the 2 worlds. Many people come to you with problems, and if you're connecting to loved ones in the spirit world, they have their problems that they perhaps have left behind. So they want that healing. And so by connecting to spirit, you're healing the 2 worlds. But before you start, you need to heal yourself and leave all the baggage behind and have yourself as a clear vessel to be able to connect to spirit. And that clear vessel is very, very important. And one way that you can do this, that will clear all the difficulties and the demons from the past, is sitting in the power, connecting to spirit, and connecting to your own soul and your own space. Now, I know that was very, very short, but trust me, if this is what you want to do to be able to be a fully fledged medium, then by by sitting in the power regularly and connecting to your own soul and the spirit world is a wonderful, wonderful thing to do. And it can be incredibly moving because the information that you'll get or the feelings you'll get or the pace that you will move forward in will be just incredible. Anyway, so I'm going to leave it there because we do have Danielle in Bristol, not Bristol, United Kingdom, but Bristol in Connecticut. Are you there, Danielle?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello, Danielle. How are you this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good, very good. We had some difficulty getting the show on the road this evening, so but we're here now. So how can I help you? I'm a medium and I'm also a psychic, so I can connect to loved ones in the spirit world or look at what's going on in your life.
I'm definitely interested in the medium side of it.
Lovely. My favourite bit. I see myself as first and foremost a medium. And is there, we've only got a short space of time. Is there somebody in particular that you'd like to connect to?
My grandfather, he passed away about 2 months ago.
Right. Okay. Now, as I connect to this this situation, I'm not entirely getting him straight away, but bear with me because I'm encouraging the spirit world to bring him forward. And
okay.
Now, but I do get a sense of being extremely ill towards the end of my life, and I feel a sense of losing weight as well. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Because I feel like I'm getting weaker and weaker as I go towards the end of my life, and I feel also there's a difficulty with food and eating. Would you understand that?
Yes, absolutely.
Right, yeah, I've got him. He's saying to me that you're very precious to him and that he loves you. And he's got a bit of a sort of a twinkle in his eye as he says that to me. I know that there's a special relationship between you and him. And do you remember him having like blue eyes? There's a sort of
yes.
a blue. He's got blue eyes. Because when I said a twinkle in the eye, I could see these blue eyes. He adores you. You know, he really does adore you. Are you aware of this?
Yeah.
There's a sort of a. Are you a favourite out of the grandchildren?
Yes, I am the oldest.
Because I feel like there's a favourite with you, that you're it's like you're the special one. You're the one that he resonated with, and you're the one that was. I feel like there was more interested in him and more like him, and you were the one that was always interested in what he was doing in his life, where perhaps the others were doing their own thing. Is what he's saying to me. And is there something to do with music with him?
Yes.
Am I looking at piano?
Yeah, he liked a lot of older music. That was his favorite.
Yeah. But I'm seeing him, and I feel like there was a time where either he wants you to go and stay with him or he wanted you to go and live with him. And I'm not quite sure or go away on holiday with him. But there was a problem surrounding that. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Because he's talking about that. And, it's almost like he saw you more than a granddaughter, like his own daughter. Sort of, there was just something really, really special. Now, I feel also he's talking about his funeral, and I know that there was some words. I don't know whether you wrote them down or said them, but he's aware of these words that that you sort of vocalized about your emotions or feelings towards him. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, absolutely.
Because he's saying, I'm aware of these words, and he's saying it really, really touched his heart, and just really, he said it sort of made him feel quite choked up and emotional, because he's saying that he's also saying that like when you come into the room, it would light up his life. And it's just, he's such a sweet, and he's like a gentleman, isn't he? He's so sweet, very, very, very adorable. And there's also something about school with you and him, and I feel that he wanted to either just be emotionally supportive or financially supportive with school. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
And was it more financial? Because it feels more financial. Well, both, actually. Both.
Yeah, he knew about a lot of financial things, and he wished that he could make it better.
Right. Okay. Because I know that he's talking about school, and I feel like he wanted to support you greatly through that. And
he did.
And is one of you good at art?
What was that?
Is one of you good at art?
Yeah, kind of. I'm really into, as far as makeup and beauty and doing it with other people.
Right. So
and that was something he always pushed me into.
Yes, because he's talking about that. Because the way I saw it is I saw like a paintbrush, and obviously it's the makeup brush that I'm seeing. And I just saw the brush, and I just thought, oh, that must be art. And he showed that to me, because obviously he's new to this. He hasn't done this before, so he's finding ways to communicate with me, because we haven't spoken before. I haven't spoken to your grandfather before, and he's laughing at me. He's saying how he's saying that he thinks I'm funny.
He's a funny one himself.
Yeah. But there's something about wanting to take you on holiday as well. He's going back to that point that I raised earlier on.
Yeah, we used to all do family trips together a while ago.
Yeah. And, I think that, he would have been just happy as anything, just to go on holiday, the two of you. And he was always so excited when he knew he was going to see you. And he's so sorry that he couldn't support you more financially with school and things like that. I feel like he just wants to give you the world. He wants to do everything for you. Now, I've just been told I've got 60 seconds left to go. Is there any? Quickly get a question in before we get.
I've been feeling really guilty. I just want to make sure that he isn't mad about anything.
He's saying to me, I don't know what you're feeling guilty about. Initially I'm not being told, and I'm sure if I had more time I'd get to it. But what he's saying to me is, he's saying these words: there's nothing that you could do that would make me mad with you. I love you unconditionally, and you know, sometimes you've got to remember that you have to be young as well.